Hi, everybody. Jared with BakeSmart. I think we all know each other here. We got Mike, Heather, and Ari with us, Shelly as well. And today we want to talk to you about a new product of ours, which is BakeSmart websites, right? So we are building, hosting, and maintaining websites for our customers, for bakeries. So we've started to build those websites, and I want to walk you through what those websites do and why it matters, right? So how does someone find your bakery today? They open up Google, they search for bakery near me, they search for custom cake in your location, right? And nearly half of all Google searches are for local things. And the goal as a bakery owner is to show up at the top of Google, right? Definitely on the first page. A Facebook site or a Facebook page isn't a website, it's not going to rank up there for you. An older, slower site is not going to rank very well. People aren't going to use it. And then again, being on that first page is what's going to help keep you visible to your customers, right? So how do we do that? How do we end up on or near the front of a Google search? We learn what Google rewards, right? And so Google's going to reward a site that loads quickly. They really rank highly on sites that work well on phones, right? They like to know who you are and where you are. And they like sites that people can actually use and trust, right? So we took that information about Google and we decided that we would build templated websites with that information, right? So part one of that, again, getting found on Google. So there are certain ways that the computers talk to each other, and we use that information in your website to tell Google what you sell, where you are, when you're open. The other thing that we do is load your site quickly, right? Under a second, highly rewarded by Google. And then the other thing we do is local SEO. We're building out pages that target neighborhoods. We're mentioning specific landmarks around your bakery. All of those things work together to get you higher up in that local search, right? So the next part, open to everyone. So more and more accessibility lawsuits are getting filed. They're similar to the patent troll lawsuits that we heard about 10 years ago or whatever, but certain states have accessibility laws. And if your site doesn't meet that state's accessibility law, even if you're not there, then you could be sued too because your site's not accessible. So what we've done is made sure that each site meets a color contrast. So it's easy for people readable for people with low vision. It works well with screen readers. So anyone that can't see the site can still navigate it, and it's usable with a keyboard, right? And so those three standards are basically what most courts are pointing to make sure that a site is accessible. And so we've gone ahead and built that into every site that we have. And then finally, connected to your ordering. If you're using BakeSmart, you're selling online, we're going to be able to connect your website to your BakeSmart e-commerce store, right? Another thing that we're able to do with that is we're able to keep your e-commerce site on your domain. And that's something that also helps you rank with Google. If Google sees people coming to your site, our goal is to push someone to either call us, come in the store, or to order online, right? Hopefully order online because that's just less labor for everyone. So if Google sees someone come to your site and they click that order online button that you're pushing them to, Google thinks your site isn't that trustworthy because they're not spending much time on it. They see your site, they click that, and then they're off to whatever your bakesmart.com subdomain is, And Google doesn't reward that. They think that people are leaving your site when they're just going to online ordering. We've been able to make the BakeSmart e-commerce site work on your custom domain. Let's see. What are we looking at? We take care of all of this for you. You don't have to worry about security or backups or updates or downtime or designing the site or whatever it is, whatever those headaches are that come with running your own website, we're going to take care of that for you. Let's see. I think we're going to look at one of the sites that we built. This is for a fake bakery here in Indianapolis. And the goal is to load it as quickly as possible. So I'm going to bring up my phone here. Can everybody see my phone? I can't hear if you're nodding, but.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, thank you.
It's black.
Thank you.
Display section. Okay, you see it.
You're up.
Yeah, it's trying. There we go. Okay.
There it is.
Oh, I was already on the site. Boo. New tab. Right. So I'm going to bring this up. Now, this is my phone connected to my Wi-Fi network here at home, but that's how fast the site's going to load, right? And we can navigate through the site on a phone. These have specific design elements that Google looks for in mobile websites, specifically the safe area for the order online button down here. And then everything we do is pushing that user to order, right? We also surface your hours and information at the top. And then we help manage those Google reviews and automatically get those posted to your website, right? So let's just look at some other pages. So this is our homepage. And again, on mobile, our custom cakes page. I don't know. How do we make the bad ones go away? I've not clicked.
We can answer that shortly.
Google reviews. Yeah. I don't know. This isn't responding to my clickiness. There we go. And then this links directly to our online site. My Main Street Bakery BakeSmart site. All right. So I'm going to come back to our desktop and I'm going to move forward and we'll look at the desktop view of the website here. So here it is. Again, we're sprinkling in local search stuff. We're linking to products on your BakeSmart site. And our custom cakes are about us. And then there will be other pages, like neighborhood pages that we don't necessarily link in navigation. They're called landing pages that we take, and that makes the whole SEO operation for Google work pretty well. So to prove that point, we've got this website. I don't do anything with it because I didn't really want to outrank a real Indianapolis website, but I do have some pages out there for an atomic cake. So if I were to search for that in Google, and be able to type properly, it's the second result. I don't promote this site too heavily because I don't want to outrank Krita Cakes here. And I certainly don't want people trying to order fake cakes from our fake bakery. That's the walkthrough of what we have. Here's what you get. Found on Google, accessible, connected to your ordering, fast on every phone, and completely done for you.
Jared, question from Christian at Merritt's wondering about multi-location, how we're handling multi-locations, either reviews or products.
Not necessarily showing different products per location, but we would have different locations available just on it would be an our locations page. We'd have those there. I'd probably have to surface something different up in the phone number in the hours section, but it would be a multi-location here.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's about it that I have for the presentation. If there are any questions, or if anyone would like a mock-up of what I think we could have the site looking like for you, I'd be happy to help with that as well.
It's a pretty straightforward onboarding as well, isn't it? We set up a page in which we upload materials.
Yeah, thanks, Heather. Yes, it's just a quick form to fill out. We ask for hours, locations, all those sorts of things, and then we generate the site from that point.
Cool.
Bob, for your question, this is something we're looking at for down the road, is intercepting reviews, where we'll ask for customer feedback via email, give them stars to click. If they click below your threshold, we'll route them to you to leave a review. And if they click above your threshold, we'll send them right onto Google to leave a review. That's not anything we've built yet. That's our plan, though, or the outline of a plan that we have for that. I just want to let you know that it is on our radar, just not on our roadmap yet. Yeah, we have too. We didn't think of it. Jared, you had mentioned in the past our goals for Google Lighthouse scores. Can you expand on that, please?
Yeah, sure. So Google Lighthouse scores are the standard for which Google judges your website. And the idea is to score as highly as possible on four different standards.
I have those ready if you want.
Yeah, please.
The 4 standard? Sure.
Yeah.
Performance, accessibility. So 2 of the things you talked about with speed and compliance, best practices, and then SEO. There we go.
What's SEO?
Search engine optimization.
Sweet.
Your ability to be found. So can they find you? Are you fast? Do you follow the rules? And are you easy to use?
Oh, got a few points off on performance.
It's too bad. It's too bad. Sorry. I think that keeps you above 99. We don't have a single customer right now. The highest we have is 93.75. Would anyone like to know their Lighthouse score for their website? Because I got it right here. No? No one wants to.
Mike
okay,
Snap
Mike Snap.
says.
There we go. Yeah, let's do it.
Bob
Oh,
Anderson.
Bernard,
Yep.
you're at an 84. You're at an 84. You got a 54 in performance. Do you want the details, or do you just keep it in round terms here? I'll tell you. 54 in
Sure, I'll take
performance.
details.
90 in accessibility, 100% in best practices, and 92 in SEO. So really, it's your performance that's dragging you down. Everything else is above 90. And then who else?
Is that page loading speed, etc.?
I believe so.
Because I
Believe
did
so.
while you guys were talking, I did type it into my phone, and I get a little worried on testing how my website's using because I don't go behind a blind VPN, so I don't trust algorithms going, we'll make it load fast, and then you feel like you're doing a great job, and you're actually not. Your computer's just used to looking for yourself. So it did seem to load a little slow on my phone. I've got a guy who used to be from Chicago. Now he's like Bulgarian or somewhere. But he basically reposts all my Facebook posts into like a blog update. So that
Nice.
I don't know who you guys are like teaming with, because I get probably like everybody else in my spam folder. I get 17 Indian/other country. We would gladly like to review your website emails every day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
we get
always
those
say-
too. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
That's funny.
so here's your mobile score, right? Your
Yeah.
desktop score is probably a little bit better, but yeah, you're looking good on best practices. It's just that speed, right?
And I don't know if that's pictures or because I've had the same website for probably 15 years.
Yeah.
That the guy's been building and adding to. It just might be slow pictures, things like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's your area.
Yep. It does seem that there's some code that's blocking other code from happening, and that's what Google's mad about the most. But that's so they really throttle this on the web or the mobile view because they want it to be for everyone. So some places don't have good mobile, and so they throttle the internet speed and judge you off that. I'm sure if we looked at everyone's desktop scores, they'd be a little bit higher. Bob's question. Oh, Patty
It did.
is in the waiting room.
Oh, I'm
Bob
sorry.
did have
I
a
was over
question
here in the
about-
chat.
Bob did have a question about whether or not we can design and match the existing website and domain, or if you would build out and design something completely new.
That's the BakeSmart online ordering is what I think the question was about from
Okay.
Bob's perspective. I mean,
Yep.
Bob, we can get pretty close. We kind of have a formula of how a page should be structured and what works. You can see between Main Street Bakery, what I have here, and what's newly available in our redesigned e-commerce, it flows fairly well, right? We're matching colors, we're matching all those sorts of things. But the e-commerce site is going to be sticking to something similar to this layout for the foreseeable future. For sure.
Did we get a score for Linda?
Yeah, we did. We ran it. Let's see what we got here. 23 on performance. But again, Google.
So it
Yes.
does. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Wait.
I did read that it's good to take this test a few times over the course of maybe a few days to get averages. I didn't do that. I just grabbed a snapshot. But it's interesting here is that you were scoring a 23. Oh, that was between mobile and desktop. I think I took down the desktop scores. There you go. So I should probably run those as both.
Yep.
But your performance is up from the last time I tested it. Mine, it was at 54 before. But you're in that range.
Yeah. And Mike said you're right about that. There are two new web-based photo formats. One's by Google, and I forget who has the other one. But you're going to really shrink the size of photos, and that's something we do. Is everything automatically gets converted to WebP, which is Google's web-based photo format, and that's something that we take care of automatically to make sure that your page still loads quickly.
I was also talking about, we've all got photos on the bench of all kinds of cakes and the background looks like crap. If you just drag it into AI and say, I want it to be at an elegant wedding or at a country wedding, it's your cake, but the background's all generated. And I cringe at my website because my doll cakes have a Bed Bath & Beyond single sheet behind them. And I just have to get the time to reformat all of them because the cakes are good. It's just, and maybe the pixels are pretty low, but if anybody's thinking about redoing stuff, Gemini or ChatGPT, whichever one you've got, it's a really good way to take existing inventory so you're not having to build 1,000 new products if you like an old style, or even if you want a classic page of photos from the 80s, you can make them look a lot. You can make improve the background so nobody's looking to see if you're a messy baker or not.
That's a
Tell
good
AI
point,
to
right?
remove the pastry rag from the background.
What about updates? As far as, let's say you want to change something, update something, is that always through you guys, or do we have a portal to do small types of updates?
Yeah, so there is a portal to do updates. Websites.bakesmart.com. Get started. Let me log in actually. So this would be how we would onboard you, right? If you wanted to come around, we'd ask you a bunch of questions and then we'd turn that into a site. Obviously, there's some back and forth there between us and you. Let's see. As this is an admin or as a user. That's the admin side. what else do I have for this? But yeah, you can come in here, update your hours, update your photos, update reviews. We do manage and help manage your Google. Goodness. Do I have anything for this? Nope. Get up here. Sorry, I only have an admin view login right now. I nuked this thing the other day because it had a bunch of garbage on it. Yeah. But you would be able to come in here and let's just go through the humble real quick. View. I rejected myself for some reason. But yes, there's a way for you to come in here and I don't know why I'm logged in probably. Shit. There's a portal for you to manage it. I'm sorry, I should have set that up. I didn't think of that. It's pretty neat. No. So this, yeah. Continue. And yes. And then hopefully I can. Is it going to let me get by without any of that? Yeah. Bah. Yeah, I won't. Yes, I can show you that then. But yeah, it lets you manage promotions. It lets you manage your hours, your times, your all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So log in. View. All right. So I'll log into this over here. But yeah, there is a way for you to manage some of the parts of the website without having to deal with me or Mike.
I know that's sad. But it's okay. It's okay.
I think it looks great. I'm excited to see how it turns out. I know that websites are one of those things that is the last thing that a lot of us want to think about, or at least I did. And pretty much it was just a splash page. It was just like, here's my hours. Here's how you get a hold of me. Call me if you need something. Right. But with the introduction to e-commerce and the new release e-commerce platform, it's just kind of nice to have something that goes hand in hand that's branded and matching. One person to call if you need help. So I think that's going to help streamline a lot of folks' days.
So here's the part I wasn't prepared for. This is what you would see for your website. Then we can connect your Google business profile. That's big for SEO. You can update your hours, manage your products, make announcements, right? We have an announcement banner. We have a promotional bar, which would correspond to, let me turn to our website. This is our promotion bar here, right? So you can manage all of those things. You can set your colors. You can change those if you'd want to get that all set up. Again, accessibility. We've got font pairings. So you can manage a lot of these things through this portal after we set up the site.
How about the main part of it? Like currently, we have a company that they renew it, they take care of it, they'll send me a bill. Hey, is there any other domains that you want to buy? Things like that. Is that something that you'll be doing, or are you basically just going to transfer that over to your hosting place?
We would just point your domain to our hosting. So if they're managing like your domain renewal, we'd probably keep them doing that. That is something that that we could also provide for you if you wanted. But yeah, so we can help procure domains, we can manage domains, we can point websites to your domains. But yeah, so there are options there.
Okay.
But I do want, especially with domains and even the website, right? If you decide at some point you don't want to do this anymore, like the domain is yours, the code for the website's yours, you paid for it, you can have it. Now, obviously, this portal would stop working because it wouldn't be connected to BakeSmart anymore. But you'd still have a website and you'd retain ownership of your domain. I don't want to own your domain. I don't think Mike does either. Maybe. No. He said no. Yeah. You'll retain ownership of all those things, but we can help manage it for sure. Any other question? Anybody have anything? All right. If you do have any questions, I know I always think of stuff afterwards, like that sick burn that I should have said during the middle of the conversation. Dang it. Like 2 days later. But if you have any questions, go ahead. You can reach out to me or Mike or websites at bakesmart.com, whatever. And we'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. If you'd like to see a mock-up, I'd be happy to generate a mock-up of what I think BakeSmart websites, how it would represent your bakery. I'd be happy to do that too, so you can have a look and you can just kind of get a feel for what that would look like. So if you got a website, if you don't have a website, we can mock something up for you for sure.
Turnaround time, as always.
Yep, turnaround time as always. Always depends on if you answer my questions promptly, but a couple weeks. We
Do
just
we
have to
answer
source
them
code.
correctly? Can we give
Pardon
you
me?
the wrong Can we give you the wrong answer fast?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it'll just
I'll
end up on
take
your
it.
website. Yeah.
And because I've dealt on email with my guy forever, but it's not really a contract. It's just
Yep.
getting that. I don't want to lose my website for 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
doing that dance, I just want to make sure I maintain continuity.
Yes.
I don't know how
we were
well
to do
or-
that, we would build it on a test domain. And
Good.
then once it came time to switch it over, we'd point your domain to our hosting and it would switch right over.
Okay.
We would get it where it needed to be and then pop it to your domain. It would just sit on a test domain that our service has that is not searchable or anything. So it wouldn't be like you had two websites out there at the same time. But depending on how quickly, we get, because we're looking for photos, we're looking for some other information, we're trying to make a nice story. I need information about the area, right? So we can get that local SEO of going. A couple weeks. Okay, I think if there aren't any further questions, we'll wrap it up for today. And again, reach out if you have any questions. I'd be happy to mock up a site for you or answer any technical questions you may have. Or if you have a technical person, you can send them my way and I can answer any of their questions as well.
Great stuff. Sorry, stuff. This is great. This is exciting. I'm excited. I'm totally excited about this.
Thanks for coming, everyone. And just real quick, while you're here, loyalty is available now. So if you'd like to have your loyalty program, let us know. We'll get a loyalty program turned on for you. It's included in your subscription already. So we'll have an announcement about that coming out soon, but it is available now.
The people want their points.
That's right. They do. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for coming. Thanks, Jared.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Great stuff.
Thank
Take it
you.
easy, Ben. Thanks.
Bye.